When we create a search in Dataflex Link, we're actually creating a search engine, and we're going to look at that right now. If you've followed the example database tutorial, you'll have seen how to set up a page like the one you can see on the screen right now, where if we click Get All My Contacts, we will see all the contacts loaded that we've added to the database. So I'm going to close this now. I'm just going to quickly show you search contacts, and we'll just enter a name here, and we'll see that this list has come up. What we're going to do is we're going to configure this as a search engine. A search engine is based on a scoring criteria, and each row that is returned by the database gets a specific score based on how we set up the search. So right now, if we display results, we just see results, and there's nothing helpful here that's going to help us configure our search engine. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the options page and set that up. So Dataflex Link, options. If we scroll down, we can see show score for each row, and I'm going to tick that and save. That's now saved, and if we refresh this page, we will see that we're in test mode now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that same search, Peter, and we should see a score for each row on the side. There we go, S score. So the first two get a score of 20, next one gets a 15, and the bottom one gets 13.3. So how is that happening? Well, what we need to do is we need to look at two things on this search. So I'm going to go to that search now, all databases, and it's search number 4. So I'll edit that. Right, so there are two things we need to look at. Under database settings and search, there will be the minimum score for a search result. That's applicable to what we're doing now. And also within each field, there is a weighting score, which is currently set to 1 for every field. And we shall see how these affect all the searches. Also, other things that affect the search are the way that a field should match the contents in the database. So let's do something now. What we'll do is we'll add a weighting to this, which is the name, and we'll tick that. And here we see the minimum score for a result is 1. I'm going to change that to 0. See if we get see what we get come up. Okay, let's go to the search. We'll reset, and we'll add Peter. And we'll see that the scores have changed by a multiplier of 10. So what if we add some more information to our search? Let's reset this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a telephone number, actually a part of a telephone number, just about 07, and we'll submit that, and we'll see that we now get a score for some telephone numbers that exist that don't meet the first criteria, Peter, but they meet the other criteria, which is a telephone. And if we look at the database, the rating for a telephone is only 1. We can now, this is a good illustration of how we can change the behavior. So I'm going to put the weighting of this up to 1000, and let's see how that affects the behavior on the front end search. So okay, we're going to do the same search again, Peter and 07. And we can see now that items which have a phone number are rated a lot higher than they were before. And Peter, who was appearing near the top, is now appearing a lot lower because people with a phone number are rated higher than him.